Hello everybody out there in YouTube land, this is Ed, and I just want to do something just real quick. Received a package from eBay, and I have a feeling I know what this is. So I've only ordered one thing from eBay, and that was the Canepa Kenworth T600a. And the reason I'd ordered it is because way back in the summer of 91, I'm sorry, not that old. I'm old, but not that old. I had built this kit, the Canepa Kenworth T600a, and I built it along with a NASCAR team trailer for the hauler, and I don't remember what number the NASCAR team was or who the driver was, but I want to say that the decal livery that came with the trailer portion of the kit was for the Coors Light car back in the very early 90s. And I built this particular semi with that kit, the trailer, and it was my very first semi ever, and I just absolutely loved the kit. Let's see if this is an original kit. Let me get my other eyeballs on real quick so I can read these letters. Yeah, I'm blind. Alright, copyright 1990, and as you saw, it was still wrapped in factory plastic. So I wanted to go ahead and unbox this kit here on the channel, and then when I get done with this and I get this posted, I'm going to put some music on instead of watching other YouTube videos because they seem to be distracting me lately. And I'm going to finish up all the detailing on my winter beater so I can get a video for its final done and get it edited and posted. And then that's probably going to be the last bit of modeling that I'm going to be able to do, at least for this week, because I'm scheduled for pretty close to 20 hours worth of overtime for just this week. So I'm not going to have any kind of spare time for anything for the rest of the week. This is the one early night that I have this week, so I wanted to go ahead and get this done and get this unboxing done, and then finish up this winter beater because I'm already late. I've already missed the deadline on the winter beater, so I want to get it finished tonight. It's just a little bit of detailing left and then final assembly. Alrighty, yeah, you can see the winter beater sitting there a little bit. Alright, get all the bags up out of this kit, out of this box. And we'll go through everything here momentarily. Alright. Kit comes with two metal axles for the rear end of the two rear differentials. Decals for the kit are rather slim. but I am liking these not for hire decals here. Oh yeah, some of y'all might remember this guy right here, the Blueprinter. I miss that magazine. I wish that would still be around. Okay. Instructions come in 2 sheets. A little bit of history on the rig. Standard safety and important notice, building tips for the advanced modeler. On the back side of sheet 1, it's got the part number listing. And sheet 1 is out of order, because sheet 1 starts with step 11, chassis assembly. And it's got body assembly, final assembly, decal application, and then what AMT listed as sheet 2 of 2 this is where you actually get engine assembly, wheels and tires, interior, sleeper, and hood. And then on the other side of it, assembling the rear axles, the fuel tanks, and then the beginning of the frame assembly. Alrighty. Comes with a length of this really stiff vinyl line for the pogo stick. Alright, get this first chrome tree open. Toss this plastic in the box it's shipped in. Alright. Got the grill. Got the headlight buckets. Some steps. Shift knob. Some use one of my files for a pointer here. Some license plate frames. I'm thinking that these are light backings. I want to say that's a radiator top. Door handles for the cab and sleeper doors. Looks like maybe some turn signals. There's another shifter for the secondary transmission. Looks like the drive shaft loop for the center of the drive shaft. Front engine mount. The glass parts. You got the doors, front windshield, various lenses, and various sleeper windows. Glass is all nice and clear. Looks like maybe a little bit of scratching, but that's can polish that out just real quick. Alright. Here's another chrome tree. Let's make sure there ain't nothing in the bag. Alright. This one has the wheels, rear wheels, front wheels, retainer rings, looks like hubcaps, got some looks like auxiliary lights, like maybe some spotlights or something. Looks like some air brake components, chrome plated, some fuel tank ends, and the third chrome tree. Looks like we got some different wheel centers. Here's the pogo. I believe that's a steering linkage or maybe a shift linkage going directly to the transmission. Kenworth emblems, fifth wheel mount, air tank, oil pan, fuel tanks. Here's the base for the pogo. Looks like, I'm not real sure what these two parts are. Maybe some intake part. Fender, mud flap fenders. Some pedals. Radiator fan. The fifth wheel. The other two tank ends, fuel tank ends, more air tanks, some various engine components, turbos and whatnot. And yeah, a lot of this chrome, when I build this particular truck, is going to get stripped, because a lot of those parts I just wouldn't want chrome even on a showy truck. I still wouldn't want them chrome. The chrome does look pretty good though. It's not the absolute best model kit chrome I've ever seen, but it's definitely not the worst. Alright. Rear mud flaps. Air brake parts. More air brake parts. Tie rod. Looks like maybe the tie rod might be broken. I hope not. Fifth wheel rider plate. Drive shaft between the differentials. Interior seats. Here's the seat cushion for the driver's seat. Air ride suspension. Tank mount. Looks like maybe some CB antennas. Here's the rear inner wheels, brake drums, rear hubs. Front axle, front wheel retainer parts. I believe this is the secondary transmission. Some shock absorbers. Got the rear springs, some chassis cross braces, some chassis mounts, suspension pieces. more chassis cross supports, and some various engine parts, intake manifold, oil filters, starter, things like that. Got the steering wheel. Engine block has engine front cover, some of the belts, other various engine parts. I want to say these two parts here are part of the exhaust. If I remember correctly, that's what they are. Looks like we got a piece of transmission. Okay, this is going to be secondary transmission. And that other one, that first bit of transmission I saw, that's going to be the main transmission, I believe. Alright. Steering linkages and parts, shift linkage. Looks like battery box and cover, batteries, body mounts, body and sleeper mounts. There's more drive shafts, frame cradle, probably a transmission mount or something, maybe radiator mount. Here's the frame rails, and they're a little bent, they're a little bit warped, but this is a 1990 copyright kit, so you know. Alright, we got some more transmission pieces. And we got steering column. I want to say that's an engine piece. Intake parts. Here's the cab and the hood. Looks like there's going to be a little bit of, I've been seeing some flash. Definitely some seam lines that need to be cleaned up on the cab, but otherwise it's a fairly clean kit. And this is the last bag of parts. Here we have the rear license plate frame. And this looks like it's going to be mostly cab and sleeper. Alright. One of the fuel tank mounts. Okay. Couple of sleeper parts. Sleeper sides, floor, interior bucket. That's part of the air intake, I want to say. Front springs, interior for the interior detailing for the sleeper back firewall. Firewall's got some fairly decent detail already molded into it, so that's nice. Front bumper, back of the cab going into the sleeper, some exhaust parts. Side fairings underneath for in between, under the cab and the sleeper. Here's the bed for the sleeper, the doors for the sleeper, and these go on the sides of the cab, in between the doors and the sleeper. Another fuel tank mount, and then we got the Canepa wheel covers, headlight buckets, maybe a radiator hose and fan belt, cab visor, dashboard. Lots of detail in that dashboard. Radiator fan shroud. This goes on the side of the hood for like an intake, and the side view mirrors. And that's the kit. And oh, well, no it's not, no it's not, no it's not. Dropping some tires here. I forgot tires. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got another tire down here somewhere. There it is. And 10 tires. And these are Goodyear tires. They have the lettering molded into both sides of the tire. I know this camera doesn't. Lettering is molded in on both sides of the tires, so it doesn't really matter which side you put out. Really nice tread pattern. Those are going to clean up great. Then we have some translucent orange for turn signal lenses, and then a whole bunch of translucent red for tail lights and marker lights and whatnot. And that is the kit. Get these extra eyeballs off. Now, I still intend on building that Skill 5 Revell Pete 359 that I did an unboxing on, and building up a box trailer to go with it, modifying that trailer as a race team car hauler. And I'm going to do basically the same thing with this Kenworth. I'm going to get another box trailer and get it built and modify it as a race team car hauler as well. But I think I'm going to do this Kenworth first before I do that Pete, just because this was the very, very first semi that I ever built, and I built that back in the summer of 1991. So I was young. I was 14 years old at the time. Wow. That was a while ago. So very, very nostalgic for me to have this kit, taking me back to my late childhood, early teens, early mid-teens, and I'm definitely looking forward to building this kit again. I've always wanted to build a second Canepa Kenworth, and now I can. So get these 3 group builds that I'm working on done. I'm gonna finish up the winter beater tonight, and then I've got the two other group builds that I'm working on, fat fenders, fins, and chrome, as well as international scale modelers, Christmas / birthday build. So I have been working on those cars as well. I do have a little bit of progress on those, but not a lot. Again, I've been working 40 plus hours a week for the last 6-7 weeks, so I haven't really had much time or energy for much of anything, so I do hope that y'all forgive me for that. But I am getting the winter beater done tonight, and I'll have a video, and I'll get a video made of it and get it posted, get all that done before I go to bed. So y'all have a wonderful day, night, evening, afternoon, whatever time of day it is that y'all are watching this. I happen to be recording this at 10 minutes till 8 p.m. on December the 4th, 2023. So until next time, deuces.